The fire of Lhasa is not like normal fire. It doesn't just sit still, it hunts.
Han Meditation.
Hello guys, I am Han, this is Kelly.
Hi, everybody.
We are Han Meditations. We're back with another interesting video, guys. Today we're going to be actually talking about the levels of hell in Islam. This is something that people don't really talk about that much because, coming from a Christian background, you just usually have one hell and one heaven. It's not really talked about different levels, different sectors as far as I was taught in church. So this is going to be very informative for people to learn and people to find out what is actually inside of there. So you're not going to want to miss this one. So find somewhere comfortable to sit and watch, and let's get right into it together.
Ever heard of Jahannam? It's not just one fiery pit, it has multiple levels. But what are they? And who ends up where? Today we're diving into the 7 levels of hell in Islam, what they are, who they're for, and how to stay far, far away from them. Don't worry, this isn't a doom and gloom lecture. We're keeping it simple, fun, and super easy to understand, with stick figures, of course. If you love fun and easy explanations of Islamic teachings, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button so more people can learn too. Jahannam, the first level. Jahannam is often used as a general term for hell, but it's also the first and least severe level. It's a place of fire and suffering, but it serves a purpose: punishment and purification. Many sinners who land here aren't doomed forever. Those who believed in Allah but strayed too far, committed great sins, or were careless about their faith may suffer for a time before being forgiven and eventually allowed into paradise. But don't be mistaken. Even the lightest level of hell is unimaginably painful. The Quran describes its fire as unlike any fire on earth. It burns skin, bones, and even the soul itself. And for some, it is only the beginning. Lhasa, the second level. If Jahannam is terrifying, Lhasa is much worse. This level's name comes from the Arabic word for blazing flame, and it is exactly that, a raging inferno unlike anything imaginable. The Quran describes Lhasa as a fire that peels away skin, burning not just the body, but the very soul itself. The moment a person's skin is burned off, it regenerates, only to burn again. Over and over, in an endless loop of agony. But what's even more terrifying? The fire of Lhasa is not like normal fire. It is alive. It doesn't just sit still, it hunts. In Islamic tradition, it is said that Lhasa calls out for its inhabitants. It knows who belongs there, and it pulls them in with an inescapable force. So who is sent here? Lhasa is reserved for those who rejected Allah outright, not out of ignorance, but out of arrogance. People who had the opportunity to believe, who saw the truth but turned away. Those who were too proud to acknowledge their Creator. The fire of Lhasa doesn't just burn the body, it burns pride, arrogance, and ego. It strips away every illusion of control and power that these people once had, leaving them helpless, powerless, and completely at the mercy of the flames. Sakar, the third level. The level where hope fades and suffering begins to feel eternal. It is mentioned in the Quran as a place of extreme torment, where the flames consume everything except the soul itself. When asked why they are there, the inhabitants of Sakar reply, "We did not pray, we did not feed the poor, we indulged in sin, and we rejected the truth." The suffering in Sakar is unique. The Quran says its fire is so powerful that it does not leave behind anything but ashes and bone. And yet the people inside remain trapped, never fully alive, never fully dead. And there's no relief, no cool breeze, no water, not even a moment of escape. The only sound is the crackling of flames and the cries of regret from those who once thought they would never be held accountable. Al-Hutama, the fourth level. Al-Hutama is different. The fire here doesn't just burn, it destroys, crushing everything in its path. The name itself means the crusher, and for good reason. Unlike the previous levels, the punishment here isn't just about burning, it's about being shattered, broken, and torn apart. The Quran describes Al-Hutama as a fire that starts from within, burning the hearts of its inhabitants before spreading to consume their entire being. This level is for those who were obsessed with wealth, status, and material gain. Those who cared only about their own success, ignoring the suffering of others. The people here were given many chances to be just, to be kind, but they chose greed over righteousness. Now the very things they chased in life, their wealth, their status, mean nothing. They are left with only suffering, regret, and the unbearable heat of Al-Hutama. Jahim, the fifth level. Jahim means the blazing fire, and it is a place for those who were too arrogant to believe. People who saw the truth but thought they were too powerful, too intelligent, or too superior to submit to Allah's guidance. The Quran describes flames rising high, dragging its inhabitants deeper and deeper. The people here ignored every warning, thinking they were above consequences, but now the fire waits for them, devouring them without mercy. Unlike the lower levels, Jahim is nearly inescapable. The people here will not be forgiven because they knew what was right and still chose arrogance over faith. Every cry for help goes unanswered. Every scream is lost in the roar of the flames. And every moment of their suffering is a reminder of the truth they refuse to accept. Sa'ir, the sixth level. Sa'ir means the kindled flame, and it is one of the worst places in all of existence. A place where both physical and psychological torment take hold, ensuring there is no escape, not even in the mind. This level is reserved for the worst oppressors, those who knowingly spread corruption, injustice, and suffering in the world. Those who didn't just sin for themselves, but led others down the same path. Unlike the previous levels, the punishment here is not just fire. The people of Sa'ir are constantly reminded of the harm they caused, forced to relive their crimes over and over again. The Quran says the flames of Sa'ir never die down. They choke the air, making it impossible to breathe, filling every moment with pain and regret. There is no second chance, no escape, and no forgetting. The people of Sa'ir are forced to face their own evil forever. Al-Hawiyah, the seventh and deepest level. The worst of them all, the final level of hell, where there is no light, no warmth, no end, only the abyss. Al-Hawiyah means the great pit, and it is reserved for the worst of all sinners, the hypocrites. These are the people who pretended to be believers but betrayed their faith in secret. They used their position to manipulate, deceive, and mislead others, pretending to be righteous while working against the truth. The punishment here is not just fire, it is falling forever. The people of Al-Hawiyah are never allowed to stop. They are in constant freefall, sinking deeper and deeper, with no ground, no walls, nothing to hold on to. There is no beginning and no end, only the knowledge that they will never escape, never be forgiven, and never stop falling. So now you know, Jahannam isn't just one level, but 7. Each one serves as a reminder of why our choices matter in this life. But the real question is, what can we do to stay on the right path? Well, that's where Allah's mercy comes in. If you want to know how to secure a place in Jannah, check out the next video. If you found this helpful, subscribe and hit the bell, because learning about Islam should be easy and life-changing. May Allah guide us all to the straight path. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, that's pretty scary. That's pretty
Serious.
terrifying, especially the last level.
Terrifying.
And it
That's
makes
actually. Oh,
Go
sorry
ahead.
not to interrupt. Well, there's Edgar Allan Poe story, The Pit and the Pendulum, and the pit is the same thing. It's like literally falling to the abyss forever. So I wonder if Edgar Allan Poe ever read the Quran. It's interesting.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it really gets into depth about what each person did, and the different levels. Like level 1, Jahannam, is the first level of purification, which you're still getting burned, but it's burning your soul, burning, you're getting purified, and you can still come back from that. And from what I'm seeing, you can come back from a lot of levels, except after. Let me see. After the fifth level on, I believe, is inescapable. So
yeah, 5, 6, and 7.
then there's the second level, and the first level is for people who, I believe, they're still believers in a way, but they just committed a bunch of sins.
It seems to me that that's where most people would end up, as like people who are gonna go to Jahannam.
Yeah.
Or well, hell. I would think.
Then there's Laza, which is the second level, which stems from the word, I believe, fire or raging inferno.
Blazing. Oh, okay.
Or what is it?
I thought it was blazing flame. That's
Yeah,
what I
blazing
wrote, but I don't know if
flame,
that's the
which
exact translation.
Yeah, blazing flame, which is still fire and inferno. But it's a raging inferno that your skin regenerates, and you're still going to die. You're still going to be burning, so your skin's going to regenerate, and you're going to continue to burn, which is absolutely insane. And this one was interesting to me because the fire actually hunts you. So, imagine you're in hell and you're being hunted by the fire. The flame is coming to get you. It knows who to get. It's conscious. It's alive. It's actively hunting you down while you try and run and escape.
That's terrifying.
And this one burns pride, arrogance, and ego. Then there's the third level, Sakar, and there's no relief at all. It burns everything but your soul. Then Al-Hatama, the fourth level, is people who are obsessed with wealth, status, and greed. This is the fire that burns from within you, and it starts from within you and burns and just keeps burning you and burning you. Then there's Jahim, the fifth level. This is where it gets really, really bad because it's inescapable and you're beyond forgiveness at this point. There's people who are arrogant people who refuse to accept the truth. Then there's the sixth level, Sair, which is people who led others to sin and forced to live their mistakes and face their evil in a constant loop of just pure terror where you're living your mistakes over and over again, your failures over and over again. Then there's Al-Hawiya, which is the hypocrites, pretenders who pretend to be righteous. And, you see a lot of this in churches and different places where people are pretending, hey, I'm good, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but they're really stealing money or doing, crazy things like that, or committing terrible sins, terrible ones. And this is when you're just in a constant free fall of all darkness. There's no beginning, no end,
so
nothing to hold on to, just falling constantly throughout all time. So that is just, wow. That's very, very scary stuff, guys. You do not want to end up there, guys. So let us know what you guys think. Have you guys heard of all these different levels of hell? Because this is the first video where we've seen that was this in depth going into it. So please comment. Let us know what you guys think. And we appreciate every comment. So thank you for commenting, liking the video, subscribing, and sharing the video. Thank you to everybody who donates to the channel, even if it's 1 penny. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. We love you guys, and we'll see you
in the next video.